Because the message is not that. It's not about hiding life. People hide life, and then they don't know how to deal with things.
Or hide from life.
Hide from life.
Yeah.
And we want it's a very positive thing for our community, I think, you know.
Okay.
It softens other people to our culture.
That goes in layers. It's also about South
Africans as well.
Identity. Do you know what I mean? It's another layer to it.
It's a uniquely South African thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vincent, one for you. South Africa. You've been on Broadway, not Broadway, but London theatres and all of those things, or the London equivalent of Broadway.
I walked down Broadway, but I never actually got there.
But on the theatre scene in London, and you've done BBC, and you've done BBC Radio, etc. What made you come back and do a South African local production that might not make it as an international phenomenon?
You know, that wasn't, I mean, the fact that it might not make it was never a consideration, because I'm kind of very confident that this thing will travel. You know, there are other aspects to the movie making business that might hold it back. It's certainly not the material.
But it did.
But you know what I mean? It's the quality of this narrative, this little story, I feel very confident about. Whether it will travel to London, yes, imminently. You know, I would say that it has a quality about it that I think will. I was sitting with my son in the East End of London in a little Indian restaurant called Lahore Number One. You know, and it's a Pakistani community. The food was delicious. I feel very. And I was thinking to myself, the film will play beautifully here. And not just because of that community, but because if there's an openness, an international openness, cultural openness, a film like Material will slot neatly into allowing a window on other communities. Do you know what I mean? We need less of shutting down the way we view other people, because that's half our problem on this planet at the moment.
Okay, so can we expect you in some more local productions in future?
You know, to further answer your question, when you said this was an opportunity for me to come back to South Africa and do something that I felt was a very, very a sparkling little project to be involved with.
Okay, splendid. Riaad, one final question. This is obviously your first movie. So what can we expect from you in future?
Well, stand-up, inshallah, a lot more stand-up comedy. That's my main thing. And if another project comes around that I'm inspired by, who knows? But stand-up's my number one love. Okay. And some medicine. I got to do some medicine because my mom wants me to do medicine.
Okay.
So inshallah that I.
Okay, one of the funniest things I've ever heard you do is the Fahmi joke. Why didn't that feature in the movie?
We actually, we did it as part of, there was certain, we cut it. It just that didn't work within the story, because you know there's always interplay between the stand-up and what was actually happening in the movie. Like the smoking, you know, happened with Joey and Rabin at the wedding. So we always had that reference. We actually shot, like we had at the end over an hour of actual stand-up that we could have used, that we actually shot on set, but we had to just use the little bits that worked with the story.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much.